What's up, everybody? Josh here again, and today we have a Icarus Week 30 content update. This is going to be a real short video, guys, as we got an extension to the Horde mode from last week and a few other small changes. Let's get into it, shall we? Icarus Week 30 Horde Mode Number 2. Icarus Week 30 Horde Mode Number 2. Improvements and changes from the feedback we received over last week for Horde Mode, along with some other fixes. This week we're taking on all the great feedback we received over the last 8 days about Horde Mode and making a batch of improvements and changes to improve the experience for our players. So, Icarus Horde Mode update. The reception to Horde Mode has been awesome, and we've been actively listening to all your feedback and thoughts, which we've organized into a slew of changes to improve the player experience when engaging in this new dynamic feature. We've added a range of new creature options to add variety to the experience. You'll now be able to encounter alpha wolves, alpha cats, and some cute bear cubs. So make sure you plan tactically for your next approach. Difficulty and reward scaling. We've also heard a great deal of feedback on the cost reward payoff for engaging with these geysers, and as a result, we are scaling up the rewards based on the prospect difficulty, up to 2 times experience points and up to 4 times the item rewards size for higher difficulties to make it more worth your time. That's okay. It really honestly wasn't worth it to build up kind of like this picture here and get just a small amount of exotics or Mzons, but I'm glad they actually buffed that. And they also state upcoming dedicated servers and data decentralization. As they mentioned previously, they had announced that Icarus was shifting towards a decentralized storage of save data, and to achieve that goal, they are planning on removing the reliance of storing save data on their servers. Planning the change for some time, but due to recent issues with server outages and continuing issues with server outages, they decided to turn their focus towards getting the new system into player hands sooner. So currently, their servers store all your character data, prospect information, and whatnot. This will allow people to play without an active internet connection and or server connection. And some important things to note is that the multiplayer will stay the same. Only one person can host a prospect just due to the nature of prospects, and dedicated servers are now an option. Once they are done, they'll be able to host prospects on dedicated servers that players will be able to connect to as clients. So they implemented a new change to providing our changelog last week. Basically what they wanted to do is put filler in. They wanted to follow up with this week a bit more detail on how it's included and how to understand the change in language and format. The changelog during larger updates will now be split into sections. You'll notice that included in the changelogs will be patch notes that refer to work in progress or future updates, planning as far ahead as future DLCs. This is to give the players more insight into what our team is working on and to simplify the process internally so the team can focus more on the work they're doing than the details of what's being made public facing. Perhaps the most important part, not everything in the changelog will be guaranteed to make it into the game. So why put it in the changelog? But as we are now including patch notes of work in progress and prototypes that are still subject to change and adjustment, feel free to discuss these or ask questions about them, but we can't guarantee we'll be able to divulge future details or timeframes relating to said features or content. I honestly believe that they should completely redo their changelog and don't put stuff in there that doesn't matter or doesn't retain to anything current in the game, but that's just my opinion. And so we have the new changelog. We'll go over just some of the more important details in the changelog. The Alpha Snow and Desert Wolf now in the game. They fixed an issue causing hedgehogs to damage dead or ragdolling enemies, and fixed the queue whenever you got near an exotics deposit. They added the right side of the half ramp pieces. They mentioned things about swamp water, because they're working on the swamp biome. I don't understand, guys. Honestly, comment down below if you do. Why would you put information about something that's not in the game in a changelog for future developments? Have you ever seen anybody actually do that as far as a developer? It's honestly the way I feel is they're trying to add filler to the changelogs and make them look larger. But they're talking about swamp water. We don't even have a swamp biome yet, but I don't know why they would even put this in a changelog. They did add variations of the flax plant asset to prospect, whatever flax is. Adds variations to the blackberry bush. They did talk about submitting a swamp quadruped, so that's probably a new creature coming soon, is a quadruped of some sort in the swamp. And now the bullet is visible now in chambers and a loaded pistol. And other than that, guys, I don't see anything else that's quite important in the change notes. This is quite a very small update. I think it was only 300 some megs comparing to last week's update. Some things that I will mention, in case you guys are wondering, this is what a geyser looks like. They can be found in several locations throughout the map. This one's right here in a forest biome on my outpost. So this is the Mzon geyser where you place the Mzon drill onto, and then all heck breaks loose. And if it's just me, it looks like everything's kind of grainier on max settings. Is anybody else having this issue? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been doing much content on the channel lately. Hopefully that'll change shortly. We've been really busy IRL. It's summer, and we're out doing summer things. We'll be celebrating July 4th. Don't forget to have you a wonderful and safe 4th of July. And we will hopefully see you next time. Peace.